Good morning, good evening, good day. It's Tracy back from Mackley House. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing fabulous. I've got a lovely cup of tea and today we're going to have a bit of a sip and show you what whip I'm working on, which, just in case you don't know, whip means work in progress. And this week, it's not a diamond painting. Shocker. This week is the Owl Bookstore that I got from Temu, and I think it was in the last haul. I'll put a link below for you, just in case that you want to look at it. Now, it's a long one. This is over 3 hours. You're definitely going to need more than one sip. Let's put that down, and I'll explain the fact that I didn't get 100% of it because I actually I got overexcited and I started working on it, and then I got a message from somebody saying, please do a video of the making. So I stopped what I was doing and then started to record. But we've got about 99% of it. If at the beginning, I built the clock on my own. I did stage 1 and stage 2, I think, on my own. If you need me to run through it, I will. But anyway, let's stop yakking because we've got a good 3 hours to work on this. Let's begin. Okay, so we're down on the desk. I'll show you what it is I'm working on, and it is from Cute Bee, and it's called The Book Journey, and it's the Owl Bookstore. I know this one's been out for a while, but it's my first sort of book nook that I've done, and I thought, well, let's do it together. I'm doing it, we might as well share the journey so you can see everything that's going on. Now, what I've done so far is I have built, which is the first section tells you to test the battery. So plug in the wires and test the battery. So let's do that now because I haven't done that yet. I've just got the batteries. So we'll poke that in and then test to see if it works. Oh, get in, shut. Okay, there we go. So we've got a little light this end and a little press pad this end. So we should be able to just press the pad and the light comes on. Press the pad and it goes off. So that works fine. Right, so that's up and running, no problem at all. That's step 1. So we'll put that over there. Right. The first is to build the grandfather clock, which I have done. It's pretty straightforward. It's put the 2 sides on. Depending on, you've got to follow what way round the brown side is and the unpainted side. So make sure that you follow the sides properly. But if you are stuck on the clock, just let me know and we'll take it apart and go again. But it is pretty straightforward when you follow it on here. So that was the clock built. That was step 1. Step 2 is these little fiddly books. Now, you have to pop out the little blocks and put the stickers on, because what's new in this year's one, I know they had this out last year, and these books here were sticky back, so they were kind of hard to do. This time you cut it out, unfold it and make up the books without it being sticky, and then you put the sticky cover on of those, and that's what I've done here. And I used squeezers because it's like an extra pair of hands. So you concertina fold the pages and then you have to stick the cover around the edge. Bit fiddly, especially when you've got false nails as well. But I've got both books made now. There's like a slightly larger one and a slightly smaller one. You see them? But they're both made now. So, and I just had those under my squeezers holding them tight. So they're both made. Right, next section was, so there's the books all done, and I've got on this section here, it tells you it is D17. So that's B, that's D, and in there, that section there, excuse me, sneezes, were plain books. You pop them out and put the sticky back covers on from this sheet here. So that's what I've done. That was that section there. Now we're doing like the book stand. So put that aside, which is here. And I've just finished building the book stand. It's, again, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward to build. And that's as far as I've got. So now you've caught up with me. But if you're stuck on any of those, give me a shout and I'll talk you through it. No problem at all. So now we continue. So I need, because now we've built it, and the next step is to put the books on. And it says the D16 books. So these are the D16 books here. So we've got to pop these out. Some of them pop out really easy with just a little push, and some of them don't. So you have to be careful, because if it's a fragile piece, you want to do it really gently. So that's all the books popped out. Now I'm assuming they're blank on the back and they're just got the little fronts, and these, you glue them, because there is a glue symbol there, onto the book stand. That's the next task. So let's lay the books out. What I've been doing is, the way they're held into the wood are by little pips either side where it's been lasered. And if they're big pips, I've been using the little nail file that comes with the kit and just rubbing the little pips off. Some pips are small and they don't notice, and others are a lot bigger. Now, you could also then, like I've got here, I've got a black marker pen. If I don't like the fact that I've took off too much of the colour, I get the black marker pen and and blacken up the edges again. But what I'll do is I'll just take off some of the pips here. Some of them are not bad, and I don't think you're going to notice most of them, to be honest, on this little stand. It depends on how precise you want to be, doesn't it? Sometimes it's nice to try and do it as best you can, and other times, you know, you're never going to notice it. So, but I've never done one of these before. They are a little fiddly, but that's why I've got these tweezers, because if it's too much, then tweezers are your friend. And then we've got to find some glue. Now, I suppose you would use wood glue, which would make sense. I don't have wood glue. I've got art glitter, so that's what I'm going to use, because that's what I've got. This is the glue I've got. I think there's a little bit left in there. That should stick these little books in place. So let's get these little things finished. But cute. I've got Hamlet and Othello. Nice. It's very cute. I must say, the quality, I'm really enjoying the quality of it, of the printed work. And so far, I mean, as you can see, I haven't done much, but so far popping it out has been pretty straightforward. I was a bit worried that maybe this would be really cheap and then when you go to pop it out, it would be a pain, but it hasn't been. Now, I haven't glued any of this. This is purely squeezed together. I'm not going to glue it, to be honest. I'm going to leave it as is. It fits nice and snug, so I can't see the point in gluing it. Let's do this one. It's just the same glue, but in a small bottle. It should work. All I've got to make sure is that I don't put the book upside down. Because that wouldn't be good, would it? Come on, glue. It had a pin in it. It shouldn't be blocked. But oh, there it is. It just took a little bit of time to come down. Okay, so we want all 9 books on the shelf. What I'm going to do, I think, is put the one in the middle first. She says, and then doesn't put it in the middle. The glue dries clear anyway, thankfully. But I don't think you need as much glue as I put on. This would be a lot easier without fake nails, that's for sure. And that one there. Stick them all on. Yeah. Ooh. That's the top row done. See, they don't really stand out because they've got little pegs in the bottom ready to slot into the floor in place and stuff. Just the bottom will be good. Might be easier to use me yeah, probably. Yeah, it is. It's a lot easier to use the tweezers. So we're gonna glue you. Just want a little bit of glue. Let's put Othello in place. It'd probably be better looking if you don't put it on too neatly, to be honest. It'd look probably more authentic if the books were a little bit sort of dotted about a little bit, I'd have thought. So we don't want them exactly level. This one. So I'm not really gluing the top of it because the book overhangs the book stand a little bit. So I'm just sort of gluing mostly the bottom of the book. Okay. Thoroughly enjoying this so far. As you can see, I'm not far ahead in it. And I think they say it takes between 2 and 4 hours. Let me make sure I get my book up the right way. Which it might take me a little bit longer than that, I don't know. We'll see. Depends how fiddly some of it is. Right, so that's my books on my book stand, glued. So we're going to put that aside to dry. So I'll put that there. Right, next, let's put the glue away because not everything needs gluing. I think just the little stuff, probably, so that it doesn't keep falling off the shelf or something, which makes sense. Put the glue away. Next, what's next? Step 7. Okay, we've got to look for B6, B19, B25 and C3. Now I think, because I started to pop the stuff out and I thought, oh my gosh, don't pop it all out, you silly woman. Let's work it like by the sheet, because look, I started to pop it out and then I realised I was doing something really silly. Right, so we want C3, which is C14, C3. Oh, I've already popped it out. See, look. There they are. So I think it's that one. Yeah, don't pop them out ahead of time. It's not a good idea to pop them out ahead of the time. And then we've got the skinny one and then the bigger one. I think they were in here. Let me get where it was. Yeah, look. It was in here. Look, there's C3 and it was that one. I think. No. No, it wasn't that one, Trace. What have you done? That was C3, C4 and C5. Oh, is it this one? This one? Yeah, that one. That one and maybe that one? See, you shouldn't pop it out. So it's this one I want. Okay. Big mistake. Right. And we want, there's like a vase, which is B19. So let's get sheet B. And we're looking for the little vase. There it is. Now, I give it a gentle push to see if it will come out with my nail. And if it doesn't, I use the back of my tweezers and go for a little poke. And just a gentle poke. And see how it came out. And this goes in, I think it's this one. Make sure you turn it round so it matches the picture. It's got to be the right way round. And then stick it in the hole like it says. There we go. See how snug it fits. You can glue it if you want. But like I say, it fits nice and snug. I don't see the point of gluing it. So there's my flower. And now we've got B25? B25. And it's a little, what is that? I don't know. It's like a little pot. It's a dark pot. It's one of these. It's this. What is it? Don't know. But that's what it's pointing at, so we'll get that out. I don't know if I need just one. No. But be careful what way around we put it in. It says it goes in like so. Is that right? Poke that in. There. Ooh! Don't drop it. So that's that. I don't even know what that is, you know. I don't know. But it'll let us know at a later stage, I'm sure. Right, that's that one. Oh, it's to hold a book. You balance a book on it. Well, you can't balance a book on that. Is it upside down? It can't be upside down. That's what it says. Oh, you lean it against it, Trace. Oh my goodness, right, I'll put it in place. Okay, so I'm assuming we're going to have to glue this on. And what book are we putting on? A B6 book. B6. What one's B6? Is it one of the wooden ones? Maybe it's a fresh book. Oh yeah, it's a picture. What am I like? There it is, I've just seen it, look, B6. B6 is a picture, so it's like it's building a picture frame, Trace. There it is, look. B6 is a little picture. So we've got to glue that onto that stand now. So I'm going to put the glue on the actual stand this time. I'm hoping this glue is going to be good enough. Oh, that's fiddly. Let's give it a little squeeze. Hold it for a minute. I'll put the needle back in my bottle. Okay, so there's the little picture frame. Oh. Okay, had to answer the door. Right, where were we? Right, so we've stuck that on. Right, so that one's done. Step 8, so we want the C2, which I believe is this one. See, this is where I've messed up because, yeah, now I'm not sure. It's a good idea not to take them out. Yeah, because I think that maybe is the bigger one. So we're going to go with this one. So put it the same way around that it is on the picture so that you don't put them on back to front. And we're looking for B24, which is that a candlestick or something? Oh, no, I think it's just like a little statue. It's down here. It's like a cherub statue. So we'll give that a gentle push just to make sure that comes out. Popped. Where'd it go? Where'd my cherub go? Oh, it's there. So this is my little cherub. Let's put him in. And he's going on the left-hand side. So let's stick the little cherub on the shelf. There we go. There he is. Little cherub that side, and we've got a typewriter the other side, which is B26, which is down here. There's the little typewriter. So let's push the typewriter out. And see how easy they come out? And this one's just got one tab at the end, and I'm gonna just get, because it's got to sit flat, I just want to get that pimple off flat so it sits flat on the shelf. And we're going to sit it on the shelf. Okay. Right, we're done. So there's the little typewriter and the cherub, and I'm just going to get that pimple off on the front. I don't like the look of that pimple on the front. Let's get the one on the back as well, because it's going to want to sit close to the wall, isn't it? So let's make sure I get that one. Okay, that's our second shelf built. Okay, that's step 8. Let's flip it over and do step 9. So step 9 is the bigger shelf, and we've got some more gluing to do here. I'm going to get the little pimples off first, because obviously we've got books to glue, so I won't want to disturb them whilst the glue's drying, because I'm not actually using wood glue. I suggest you use wood glue though, for sure. Okay, so we want book 4-1, it says, and it is, I've got to stop leaning in front of the camera. we're looking at, we want B7 and B8, which I think we've got to put together. B7 and B8. Which is here. Oh, it's like a little radio. So let's give that a gentle push. So that is B7. And this is B8. Oh, I think it would be all right to push that bit out. It's just holding them in place. So let's take that out. And then we can push the radio out. It's not coming out, so I'm going to use my tweezers. I'm going to come to the edge so I can give it a little shove. I'm trying to be gentle. Let's go from the back and see if that makes it any easier to push. Sometimes pushing from the back is easier than the front, and sometimes it's the other way around. So there's B8. And we've got a, I think just stick them together. One on top of the other, I think, just to make it look fatter. Is that right? Seems a bit weird. But yeah, I think it's just to make it chunky. Okay. Right, let's glue. Let's glue the front to the back. Ooh. Come on, glue. Got to make sure I get it the right way up. Although I don't think it would matter on the backs. You're not really going to see it. Let's give it a little squeeze. And just make sure we've got it lined up for when we set it down to dry. I think. I might use my squeezers so they can hold it. There we go. They're like little helping hands. So you hold my radio. What else we got to do? I'll let that dry before I set it in place. We want 5 books. So we've got a set of 4 books together. And then a double set that goes under the radio. No, I'm assuming it's them. It says 4-1 is the books. Well, is it them? Look. Where's the names of the books? They're the only books that I've got, so I'm assuming it's them because we got that sheet, that was the clock, and this is where the books came from. They were the wooden books. So it's the original books, these, by the looks of it. And it says we want 4 of them. 5 of them. Okay, so let's pick out 5 books. 1. I don't suppose it matters. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks quite cute together. 1, 2, 3. It looks like 5 books there and then 2 books there, so it's like 7 books all in all. Okay. Don't want to mess up, and so it'd be like that. Okay, let's glue these together. I might just glue 4, you know, and see how I go, because I can always add a book, can't I? I can always add a book if I need to. So I want to make sure I try and get it the right way up. That's an ugly book. I'm going to cover that. Ugly book. I mean, it's not bright like that one. Let's put that one. Make sure it's the right way up, Trace. Yeah. I'm just going to hold it in between my fingers and then put the next layer on. We'll put that one in there. And then we'll go for gluing this one, which is Divine something. Divine Comedy. It's quite cute. And I'll have you on the end, I think. Right, let's go for a squeeze. It definitely says ×5 books, so I'm going to stick the last one on. Stop being silly, Trace. Okay. It definitely says 5 books, so we're going for it. Get on. But of course, do it the way you want it, can't you? Let me put them down there so they can dry a little. I just want to make sure that they're flat that way at least. Yeah. Okay. Now we need 2 more books to stack together. And these are gonna, it looks like they're a little bit skewiff to make it look like they've been dumped there. So I'm gonna do similar. I'm gonna make it just a little bit skewiff. Ooh. And then set it down there. So there's that set there. Okay. It looks like we've got 2 more books in a pile here, so on that step. So let's, while we've got the glue out, let's glue 2 more books together. And they're just in a stack, one on top of the other. So we might as well do it. They look like they're in a neat stack, sort of neat stack, don't they? So let's give them a little squeeze. So that's the 2 set that's going on the next shelf there. So they're unglued books, they are. Right, okay. That's that one done. Lovely. Let's go back to this shelf. Because we've got our radios drying, our books are drying, everything is sort of waiting, and then that's the shelf that they're going to be sitting on. This shelf, where's that one? Let's find that shelf, and that is C4. Let's see where that one is. See, it was a big mistake popping them out. Oh, there's no C4 here. Is that my C4? Well, there's a B23. That's B23, Trace. Where's B? That's D. That's, there it is, look. Silly girl. That's that shelf. And this is the next shelf with the 2 books. Yeah, look, because it's got no holes or anything. The books and the radio are just going to get glued on that one. So that's that one. This is step 10, which is C4, because it's got a little hole in it. So put it that way round, same way as on the book. And we're gluing our 2 books together, ready to go on here. And the other is a plant, and it is B27, the plant. And it's this little one here. So we'll pop that out and get that on the shelf, making sure it's the right way round. Let's go for sticking this on the shelf. There we go. And now all we've got to do is glue our books next to it. So I'm going to put a blob of glue on the shelf. Gonna have to get myself another glue bottle, I think. That should do. And it's this set of books that are going on this shelf. So that's that shelf. Let's set that there so that can dry. Give it a little push. You can help the glue to set. To give it a little push. Let's put my pin away. Right. Okay. So we'll let them dry and we'll come back to putting them together once we think they're dried a little bit. Let's start by assembling this cabinet, which is step 11. And this is C. We're on the C board. Which is this one? And we want C7, which is here. So it's this cabinet here. And C8. C7, C8. So this is the one we want. So we want to go gentle. Ooh, don't take that one off, Chase. There's one. Oh, I see that one's falling out. Let's get me tweezers. Give it a little push. Didn't want to come out, this one. Let's flip it over. You can also, on the back, see where the pimples are as well. So you can sort of push right next to the pimple. There's that one. That helps. And of course, if you give it a little dig, it don't matter on the back. Out you come. There we go. There's a pimple there and a pimple there. So give that a push. And that one. And then gentle around the little peg bits. So that's them. Is that all it wants? Also wants B9, so let's flip to B. Oh, it's fell out. That was in there, wasn't it? B9, where are you? There you are. So it's this one. Yeah, it's the whole thing, I think. There we go. Dunk. We don't want the B13, so I think we're gonna pop that whole thing out and leave them sat in there. And leave them to one side, because this, we just want this front bit of the cabinet here. Right. Okay, so we've got the two sides. And there we go. The little shelves. Okay, so looking at this one, the colour is on the inside. So we're going to make sure it's tempting to put it both on the outside, but you must follow the picture because obviously that will go up against a wall or something and you won't see it. So you have to make sure you put it the right way round. And these fit these shelves that we've built here. This vase is the top shelf with our picture frame and the little vase, and they clip, it looks like, in the back of it, like that. The next shelf down is the typewriter shelf, and there's a little hole in the middle for the typewriter shelf, and that fits there. And then we've got the radio, which we need the radio shelf, and then the plant shelf is on the bottom, and they're still wet at the moment, so we need to wait for them. We've got to wait for them to dry. I'm going to have a sip of tea, pause and come back as soon as it's dried. Okay, I've drank my tea. Now it should be dry enough for us to put them together. So let's go back to this shelf. We've got to stick our stack of books on this end with the spines out. I've got them, look, oh, they're all leaning a little bit. That's okay. Very authentic. Very authentic. My books in my other room are leaning, but we might be able to straighten them up as we put them on the shelf. So we'll give them all a little bit of glue. And stick them on the end of our shelf. So we're going to plonk them there. And then we want the two set on the end. So we'll squish a bit of glue actually onto the shelf and put the two set down. There. Something like that. Give it a little push down. And then we want to glue our radio on the top. So take the tweezers off. I might give that a little rub because I'm not sure if the little pimples will stop it from sitting squarely on the shelf. Although it doesn't matter that much. Right. Now let's put our radio slightly at an angle. On top of our books. And give a little squeeze down. So there's our shelf with our books and our radio, etc. on. Okay. Right, we need to put that. Now I know it's still wet. Hopefully it'll be okay. Ouch. Stuck it in my finger. We need to put it in our rack. So this is the one that goes in next. Remembering that it's still wet, Tracy. So I've got to try and go gentle with it. So that's the next shelf in this bookshelf. Well, that one's definitely a bit looser in the shelf. And then the plant is the last one. So let's stick that one in. That one's nice tight fit. And now let's put the other side on. And this is colour facing to the right. So again, we need to just be aware of what way round it is facing. Yeah. Let's lay it down. Ah! That one's a little bit loose in the hole, that one. Yeah, brown facing out, Trace. Right, let's start at the top like I did the other side. And then squeeze it into its little socket. There's that one. And this one's got a hole to go into. Little fiddly. Don't push it all the way, Trace, and you should be good. Got a ooh. Ah. That one's confusing me. That one needs to be all the way down. Oh, I didn't push it all the way in. Look, there's that one, and now that one in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, so we'll just give them a nice little squeeze together. I'm trying to be careful because obviously my books are still a little bit wet. So there it is, that bit done. And now I assume we put the front on. We've got the front and the shelf fronts. So let's put the front on. Now that lines up with these pimples at the front. So let's go for a little squeeze. In you go, there's that one. Turn it round, just get the other one in. There we go. There's that one. So we're all squeezed in place. Going back and making sure my shelves are still okay. Which they are. They're all squeezed together nicely. Okay, there's our front on. So now we've just got to put our shelf fronts on. Now these are just decorative things, and I think the decoration hangs down. So let's put that one in the top. I think it hangs down. Does it hang down or stand upright? It looks like it hangs down, so we're going to go with it. Let's give it a little squeeze, Trace. I'm a bit fingers and thumbs. It's like the picture's holding it from going in. Yeah, it wasn't lined up. Get lined up, will you? Ooh. That one does not want to go in. Well, it's sort of in. Oh, I think we're in that side. Okay, there you go. I was just a little too nervous, I think. Being a little bit too wary. Let's see if I can do this one better. Give it a squeeze. Poke it in the hole. Come on. Go. It's in. Woo. Snug fit that. Oh, my books fell off. That's okay. I kind of expected it, seeing as they're not dry. That's all right. But that's, oh, I put them back to front, look. Silly girl. Make sure you put the spines to the front. Right, let's put them to the front. Okay. All right. Okay, we're done. So there's that. Tiny bit fiddly, that, but it actually it went together. It went in. So that's good. I'll give it another little squeeze just to make sure it stays. Squeeze, but I don't want to knock my books off again. There we go. Okay. What do you think that one's in now? Okay, so let's leave that to one side to let it dry. And let's go on to, oh, we're building a camera this time, and this is sheet D. There's sheet D. So it's, we want D 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So there's 13. Let's poke that camera out. And there's, come on. There's that one. Oh, 12. And 9. That's it. 9 and 10, which is the lens. Getting smaller. There's the lens. And the, oh gosh, that is tiny, that bit. Look. Let's see if I don't break it. Okay, so that was, is that it as well? Looks like it. 10, 11, 12 and 13. So what are those? Because that also says D9, 10. I wonder if they've put 2 on there in case you break them popping them out. What do you think? Not unless there's another camera somewhere else. But if we need another set, we've got a set here as well. But I've took these. 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. That's what I've took. Now, we've just got to stick them all together. Yeah, sometimes easier said than done. So we've got this one. It does got no glue mark though, for some reason. So, if there's no glue, let's just go with it and see what happens. So that goes flat that way and just sits in the hole, does it? Okay, interesting. Yep, leaving the little bit sticking out. And then we've got the lens bit, which goes, ooh, that's a bit small for my fingers. Let's put the camera down. It goes that way and sits in there. Okay, I've done it. I did it. Yay! So it sort of just holds it. Do you push it all the way in? Do you think? I think you've got to push it all the way down. See how I've not pushed it all the way down yet? I think we've got to push it all the way down. So let's use the other end of my tweezers and push it all the way down the stack so that it's right up against. Can you see that? So that it's right up against the other bit of camera. And then it leaves room, I think, for the lens to go in. The focus lens, whatever that is. That's the bit that you twist, isn't it, to get it in focus. And that goes on the top, like so. I should have took that little pimple off. Let's do it now, because that'll bug me. Okay, and look, let's get these pimples off at the bottom. And it didn't need gluing. How clever is that? Okay, so there's the little camera built. Can you see that? Is that nice and clear? Right, so that's camera. Put that to one side. Done. Next, so we've got a book stand now, and including the small origami book. Now these are the little origami books that you concertina, and I assume that one's the smallest one. They look very similar to me, so it's that one we're going to go with. And we want the D sheet, and we want D4, D8. So let's get D4. This is D4. That's D4. It's tiny. We want D6. Which is that. Let's go for a push on that. Yep. That'll hold the book. And we want D8, which is that little stand there. I'll get that off. And D14, which is the base. Should I just push that with our finger? Let's give it a go. It's actually a bit more solid than I expected. Yep, we got that one. That's it. And this is got the glue symbol, so we will be gluing. But I think it's to glue the book onto it. So we'll take the stand, and it doesn't look like there's a right or wrong way on the stand. And oh, it pokes all the way through, so you need to be careful. And we've got that side down. I'm assuming it's like that. That looks right to me, she says. And this goes through that little noggin there. Like so. And then we would be gluing that, I think. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that. I know the book will hold it once you put it in place. I don't think it'll hurt to put a little bit of glue there. It'll help, I think. It is that way. And then we've got to glue the book open on the stand. Now that's easier said than done. This is probably where my tweezers come in handy. Put an extra blob there. Because I think I'm going to have to use my tweezers to make the book stay in place. So we want that side of the book there. And then I'm going to use my tweezers. Wait, get over. And then we want the other tweezers to pin this side of the book down, like so. So they're holding my book in place. helping hands. Right, I'm gonna leave that to dry whilst we build the next piece. Okay, so let's put that stand there. That can stay there. Right, step 14 is the violin. Is that a violin or is it a cello? Okay, so we want not that one. That's B, that's C, that's A. Oh, I've already popped it out. See, this is where I, look, accidentally started popping them off the board. So that's definitely that one. I'm just fortunate that I can recognise them, look. And that. So that's like holding it, the stand for it. So we've got to build our little stand, which is A7 and A5. We've got to clip them together. Let's see how tight they fit. Oh, let's see if it needs gluing or not. Get in there. No, I think it'll be fine. But you can glue it. It seems to be okay. And now we've got this little piece ready to hold the top of the cello. And it goes in the slot at the top. And we've got our little, it's not a cello trace, I think it's a violin. We've got our little violin holder there. Okay, and that will just go and sit in here. So put the base of it in first and then clip its neck in. Nervous. Here we go, another bit that I'm nervous of. Come on, in you go. I don't want to push it in. Eek. I'm frightened in case it snaps. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Actually, a little bit stronger than you think they're going to be. So that's the little cello, violin holder. How cute! Look. Right. Okay, that's him done as well. Okay. So that was step 14 with that. So now we've got to flip our sheet. And we're on to 15. And 15 is where we're placing them together on a shelf. And the shelf we want is D7 and D5. So, there we go. There we go. So that is D5, this big shelf. So we'll get that popped out. There's the big shelf, and I assume it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. So let's use these tweezers to pop that one out. Some of them come out super, super easy. Okay, so now I haven't quite got this dry, but it should be getting there. And we want, let's put the edge on the shelf first. So hold it the same way that it shows you on the booklet, and it looks like that. And then pop the back stand in place, which is there and there. So it just gives the shelf like a little back up stand. There we go. And now we've got the camera goes here in this little peg. So he's actually quite loose in that hole, so I might glue him. We'll see if he keeps popping off. The middle one is the book stand that's drying, and then the cello is I keep saying cello, don't I? The violin goes in this part here. Ooh. Oh. False nails. It's not a good thing for this building malarkey. Come on, in you go. Do not give me grief. Go in the hole, please. Are you in? I think you're in. I think you could go in a bit more. Yeah, you could go in a bit more. Oh, knock my violin off now. Probably easier to do it without the violin on, to be honest. Okay, it's on the shelf now. Right, let's put my violin back on. I'd never be able to super glue this. Oh my God. I'd end up super gluing my fingers instead. It would be a disaster. Right. There's my little violin holder on the stand. Oh, okay there. So we just want to see if this is dry enough to put on the shelf now. Shall we have a look? Let's unclip my little tweezers. And there's the little open book. Yeah. Okay. I do think this might need a bit of glue. But because there's nothing to stop it going all the way through, which is kind of weird. So I might push that up a little bit so that I can get it in the hole. There we go, she's on. Right, so we've got the violin holder and the violin and the little open book. It's a bit weird that the pages sort of flap out a little bit. It's almost like I'm going to put a blob of glue under that page there and that page there to try and pull them shut a little bit. I don't like the way it's sort of staying open quite a lot, so I'm gonna glue a little bit in there and there. So that might mean I've got to put my tweezers back on again, which is fine. There's that tweezer. These little squeezer tweezers are definitely like having a little extra set of hands. Look. Yeah, they make a big difference. A couple of pairs of them. Right, that's that shelf there done. That's step 15. So we'll leave that, let that dry while we go on to step 16. And it is, looks like a pre-built shelf, which is on the B sheet. I'm assuming it's this. And it is no, that's, yeah, B5, which is this one. So let's pop this one out. Go gentle. That's B5. And what is that? That's B4. Do we need B4? Yeah. Gentle trace. Gentle as she blows. Oh. There we go, B4. And we want, I think, the outer of this. So we might be popping the whole lot out of this, because this is B3. That is B3, and inside B3 we've got B1, which I don't think we need. So let's pop that whole section out, keeping that together, because then I know what number that is in there, and I'm going to pop that there and do the same. This is B2 this side. So we've got to pop that out as well. Ooh. I'm trying to keep it together, Chase. Stop. There it is. Keep that, because then I know what letter it is. Keep them together. That's B2, because we want this one, which is B3. And what else do we want? We want B20, which is this side panel here. So let's go for getting this one out. And let's knock out the inside and try and keep all those independent pieces together, because we don't need those at the moment. So we'll keep them there, because we want that one, which is our B20. What else do we want? We want B28, which is this here, and it's the base of our little stand that we're making. And there's the base. There is a little B15, so it looks like the door handles. So let's find the B15. It's not there, so it might be inside. Yeah, it is. It's that little decorative, vicious looking owl sort of thing. It's that we want, because it looks like he's going to the front of the cabinet. So let's get him out as well. Okay, I think we've got, I think we've got all of the pieces. No. Let's do what they've told us to do so far. So we put the plain piece, which is B3, but we do have to glue that little owl thing on the front. I might do that last, because then we can leave it to one side. Let's stick him in these holes, and it looks like they go in the two little holes there, leaving a hole at the back to make it look like there's something in the cabinet. So that's the front doors, and it looks like B4, which is this slightly bigger one, goes in that last slot at the back. She's in, I think. It makes it look like the cabinet's got stuff in it. You could glue it together, but I'm not going to. It might be easier to have put that one in first, you know, I don't know. But they're in. Right, and then we've got the side panel here, which is the 20, which is the hollow piece first. So that goes in the big slot. Yeah. Okay. So there's that one. I think it's in, yeah. And then it leaves B5, and it's just got one little notch here to make it look like there's something in the cabinet. And we've got to get it in that slot there, like so. And therefore it makes it look like there's stuff in the cabinet. So there's that. Okay, you might want to put a blob of glue just to hold them together. But I'll come back to that, I think. We'll see when we go to put it in place whether I think I need some glue or not. But that's that piece done. Now we've got to put the sides on. This is a big cabinet. It's a big cabinet. I might glue our little piece in place first. And that goes right in the center here. For some reason, I don't know why, but that's where he sits. There. That was a lot of glue. Not sure I needed that amount of glue. Make sure I get him the right way up. And he sits there. Give him a little press. Okay, so that's him in place. These might need a bit of glue just to hold them together, you know. It doesn't say to glue it, but I might just squeeze a bit on the tops. It might make it easier at a later stage to get these in, because we've got the side bits to go on yet. Need more squeezes. And I might do the back the same, although that's quite tight at the back, so I might leave that. That's fine. It was just that the left hand side was a little bit flappy, so we're good. Right, let's dig out the other panels. So we've got the B11 panel, which is this one here, and the B12, the two side panels along here. So we'll get them out of the board. That's that one, and this one. That's those two. And that is that way round, B11, and that one is B12. And we want B2, which I'm assuming, oh, there it is, on the bit that we'd already knocked out. There's B2, and that goes underneath that one. So that's now rubbish. And B21. B21. Which is, I think it's green. Yeah, it's this. They're both those doors we want. That one and that one. So that's B21, which is the front panel, and that's the little corner piece panel. Let's move that to one side for a minute. Yeah, which goes in there. Is it archway up, Tracy? Yeah, don't get it the wrong way up. Okay, so I'm thinking put that in first. Let's try. God, that's a bit of a tight squeeze. Is that the right way? Because that's not having it. It's got to be that way up, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely that way up, and it's got the two pieces of paper there. Yeah, it's that way up. It's just a tight squeeze. Give it some force, Trace. Okay. And this sort of turns a corner, doesn't it? Because that's the indent. We got that piece that goes in there. So it turns the corner. And that fits on that side. Like so. Ooh. Hold on, because no, see, I need the picture on the outside. I did have it round the wrong way. You do have to take notice. And I didn't. There we go. The picture's got to be on the outside, Tracy. Like so. Okay, now it fits to the side. Oh, I've knocked the piece on the floor. Where's it gone? No, doggy. No, are you chewing it, Daisy? Okay, so now we need to put this on here. So we've got pegs there. And that like just goes on the top of it, I think. Which is peculiar because that's got a peg. It wouldn't have a peg for no reason. Do you see what I mean? So does that can't be right, can it? No. No, Trace, it's too high. Let's take it off. Silly. It's got to come down low, surely. Okay, there is no big slot for it to sit in. There is just a little thin slot there and not a big slot. It's got to come way down past. So we're talking about, but there's no slot. I'm sort of confused because there's no slot. I'm confused. This is awkward. This little bit is not making sense to me. Because down on the base, there's only one little square hole, which doesn't fit any of those. So what's that little square hole for? Nothing, by the looks of it. Am I doing this wrong? That's the top, isn't it? Oh, I'm looking at it wrong, isn't it? This is the top of the bureau. So it goes, it's something like that, isn't it? Muppet, what am I doing? Look, I know that goes there and there, so let's let's put them in, because I'm pretty sure they're right. That bit definitely goes in there, I'm sure, and that bit goes in there. There we, I think I finally sometimes it takes a little while for my brain to kick in, but yeah, look, silly person. I was trying to make it sit on it and it's not, it goes underneath. I'm so silly. Okay, that's right, like that. Those two sections. Right. Let's tip it a little bit that way so that we can then put this side panel on, which is this one. So it's got to sit on this edge here. It's actually got a noggin, so let's get that little bit off of it. Okay. I think it might have been easier to put this in before attaching it to the rest of it. Oh gosh. Golly gosh. Let's take that bit off. Yeah. Let's put this bit on first. There we go. I'm sure it's that way round. Yeah. Because then it goes in there. And let's put this side. Oh, I don't think we can because it just sits on top. Okay. So now we can put this back together. Put the greens back together. It's all fingers and thumbs now, isn't it? Like so. And then put that little notch in there. And that'll hold it. There. Whee! Yay! Okay, and then this little piece, there's the notch for it. And it goes in there. Let's see if we can get it in without making a complete pig's ear of it. She says, nails, oh my gosh. There we go. You should have a lot less hassle with it. See, again, I think that could do with a little glue because it's a little flappy. So I'm going to put just a little glue, top and bottom. Oh. Right, and then give it a little squeeze. Give it a little hold. Wow, that was a palaver, that bit, wasn't it? But yeah, that was my fault. I think I was not looking at that right. I was trying to sit the green things on the shelfy bit like an idiot. This definitely needs squeezers. Look, I'm going to nick the squeezers off of this now because it should have dried enough. And I'm going to put them on this because I'd rather have that glue. So let's lay it down. Okay, so that's holding that in place. We're nearly there. So we've got pretty much that built. We've just got to put the front deco stuff on the cabinets. So let's let that dry a little bit while we look for all the bits that go on top. So we want B29, which is here. So let's poke this one out. The decorative front of the doors of the bureau. Oh, let's knock that bit off. So that's the double doors. nice. And B1, oh, that's here, we'd already knocked it out. So there's B1. So we don't need that one now. That's the little single door. What else do we need? There's a B17, which is a lamp. It's also in this piece that we'd already knocked out. Oh, that's not coming out easily, so let's get the tweezer in to give it a push. There's the little, looks like a Tiffany lamp. The other book is coming into play on this. And we've got B18. Oh, this is B16 as well, so we want this too. This is a little oil lamp. So we'll take that out. There's our little oil lamp. And B18, which is a quill. So that's all finished now, so I can put that in the rubbish. There's a B18 quill. There's 2 of them. Not sure why there's 2 of them. I'm thinking it's in case you break one, but you don't stick them together because obviously it's only got one hole, so. And we need 2 more books to stack together, which we have 2 loose books over here. And we got to stack those together. Okay, so we might as well glue the 2 books together in a stack while we're waiting. And the little oil lamp gets glued on top of that as well, on top of the books. Dangerous place to put it on the books, but that's got like a little pimple on the bottom, so I'm going to give that a little rub down just to give it the best chance of it sticking, because I don't have the best glue here. Yeah, that's quite tiny to stick on the books. Seems a shame to put it on the books, but it wants it on the books. So I'll do it. I don't want to put it on the books though. Well, I think because I like the cover of the book. But it says put it on the book, Trace, so I'll not try and cover his face. Okay, so there's the lamp. I'm going to put that to one side. Let's let that dry a little bit. There's a lot of glue on there, Trace. Let it dry. It'll be fine. Let's move it over here. Okay. Let's put this back together. No, because we need to glue the fronts anyway. We've got to glue the fronts on. Which way up do they go? I think it's the extra lines are at the bottom. Okay, they got pimples, so I might rub them off. Right, we've got to glue this on. This is really enjoyable, you know. It's like adult jigsaw puzzle. Right, this goes on our double doors. It's not very neat. Yeah, that's like it doesn't fit like that. That's peculiar. Oh, well, okay. Well, that didn't work out very well, did it? Yeah, this isn't sitting, I think, where it's supposed to sit, so. I think it's supposed to cover that end piece. There, that's it. I just slide it over a little bit. It wasn't in the right place. Now it's in the right place. It's got to come flush with the end. Like that. Now it's right. Let's tip it that way and get that little one in. Well, it has. Yeah, it's glued it. The tweezers fell off at the right time. Now, do these go inside? Let's see. Yeah, that one just pops in there. That was nice and easy. That one just plopped on. Right. Okay, so there's that one. Let's put the needle back in the glue. And I've got a bit of excess glue here, so I want to get that before it goes completely hard. Because you might see that end. There's that. Okay, so there's our decor doors on the front. So all we've got to do now is put the stuff actually on the tops. So we've got the lamp, there's a hole there ready for the lamp. So let's poke that in place. That's the lamp in place. Blimey, Chase, blimey. We've got another little hole here for the inkwell, but before I put that on, we've got another open book to glue on the side here. So let's see how that's going to work out first. So let's open our book a little bit, and I'm gonna, I think, plonk the glue down. Get this in place before we put the quill on. So this is just actually on the desktop, so we've got to just plonk it on the desk like so. I'm going to hold it a little bit. So there's the open book on the top, and we can now poke our little inkwell in the little hole to the front. And there's our little inkwell, our little quill and ink pot. So there's that. That's built. Okay. So all we've got to do now is glue the stack of books in behind the inkwell that's got the oil lamp on. So let's put the glue actually on the side, and we'll use the tweezers because it might be easier. she says, but then it's not really. It's a tight fit with all that stuff on it, you know. That's a very tight fit. I wonder if it's supposed to go behind the inkwell a little bit. I don't think so. There doesn't seem to be enough room to put it behind the inkwell. Oh, maybe. Yeah, there is. There's enough room. Just. Okay, I'm going to get that little bit of glue that's seeped out there with my tweezer. Let's get that bit of glue. It'll dry clear anyway, but I want to get it while I'm here. Oh, come out. There we go, I've got it. Right, let's put the needle in. Okay, so we've got the double books, the inkwell, the quill, the open book and the lamp all in, so that one's finished. Okay, so we can put that aside and let that dry a little bit more now. Okay, let's put that here. That's that done. And that looks okay to me as well. Right, okay, so we're going on to step 18 now. So let's flip it over. 18. Picture. It's a picture frame. So we want D20. So let's get board D out. There's board D. And there's the picture and the frame. Let's get my tweezers and give that a little gentle persuasion. Come out. And 22. I think. There's 22 on that step. You're jumping ahead of yourself, Trace. Anyway, we want P5, which is the paper. There it is. There's P5. And this is a sticker. So if it's a sticker, what do you stick it to? Interesting. So I get it that that's P5, but what do you stick it to? Because obviously it's not sticky on the front, it's sticky on the back. So that doesn't make sense. You definitely stick it to the back, but that's got it's self-adhesive, that is, as on a sticker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut round it. So that we've got it here. I'm going to put some glue on the back of the frame and stick it like that. Because the sticky is on the back, which is kind of weird. There we go. And you've got to remember it's that way because this is obviously dangling. And we've got to try and get it completely on the picture. Like so. Because when it's time to take the back off, I'll take the back off after. So let's leave that like that for a minute and do 22, which is P4, and I'm going to do the same thing with P4 because it's on a sticky back piece of paper. So that one's finished with basically, so we can put that one away, and that one's still there, which is P3. We'll leave that one to one side. So we'll do the same thing with this one. We'll glue the back of the frame and stick it on top. Okay, and then stick it on top. There's them two. Put the pin back in. So we'll take them off their paper later when we need to. Okay, step 20. Looks like the door. So this is A8, and it might be what I've already took apart. Yes, look. There we go. So that's either A8 or 21. What's that one? I've got this here. What number are you? You are C1. It's not you yet. No. No, it's not you. Okay. So it is not you, not you. Okay. So it must be you. You must be C5. But it's not showing the green bit, it's showing, let's get the C board just to make sure. What are you? You're D, you're B, you're C. Where is C5? I think it is that bit because it dropped out of the center, didn't it? So that is it. Okay. Just had to double check. So we've got the welcome door, and we've got A9 we still need. A9. Where are you? Where is A9? I think that you're A9. Yes, you're A9. So that goes in that hole there. Like so. Yeah. And there's a little circle there though. Is that the wrong way around? Yeah, I think maybe that's the wrong way around. So let's take that out and put it that way around. So the circle's on the left hand side. It's not that clear, but I'm thinking that holds the door, so it'll go in the hole like that, so it opens basically like that. Now this is confusing me because I'm assuming it's plain side up so that you can see the green when you look in. It must be, mustn't it? Now, let's leave the door. This has got a notch, so it must fit in there. It's tight, And it's actually knocked some wood off. Let me get my tweezers. I think it had an extra little noggin that I should have wiped off, but it's in there. That's like that. Okay. Oh, we got another piece here. 23. Didn't see that. Is it that one? That is B10. It looks like it to me. It says, oh look, I've jumped past it all. You got to put the window panes in, so it is that one. Okay. I was looking at the bottom, thinking that looks like it to me. There's not much left on that one, but that is the part that we need. But we need the window panes, which are here. Tear off the protective films off both sides to make it nice and clear. So that's that one off. Oh. Off both sides, Trace. Oh, static. Get off me. It doesn't want to get off me now. Ah. Okay. That's still got one on one side. There it is. Well, at least it comes off easy. So that's obviously the door. Is it? It's a bit big, isn't it? It's huge. How can that be the door? Look at the size of it. That's not the door. What else we got here? Let's put that to one side. So we got a little square one. That's still got a piece on it, a bit of film on it. What side? There it is. Okay. So that's the window. Okay, that's quite good. Okay, and that's to be glued as well, is it? Oh, I don't know about gluing plastic with this glue. Let's give it a go. I might have to find different glue. But we'll see what happens. So we've glued that on there, on the window, which is always good because it keeps the dust out as well. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if it's too awkward, you don't have to put it in, obviously. But that's the window. And we've got a huge piece and a little piece and another little piece. Now that's more like the door. I don't know what this huge piece is for. Maybe we don't need this big piece yet. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we'll put that to the side and put this piece on the door. I've got that off. Lovely. And that's got to go on the back of the welcome door. Yeah, see, that fits lovely on the back of the door, so it's got to be that one, isn't it? Especially as you can read it both sides. Okay, so let's go for it. Seems a bit weird that it's not sandwiched between anything. Okay, there's that on the back of the door. I mean, well, surely we've got to put something on top of that because it looks a mess, doesn't it? So this must be the window piece for the side. So let's see if we can find what side needs its piece taken off. I think I've been lucky with the others. Oh, I think it's there. There, I got it. Woo! Okay, so we got that piece. And that goes on the inside of here. We stick that there. I don't want to cover that peg hole, even though I put glue underneath it like a numpty. But obviously we need the peg hole available. So give a little push down. There's the window on the side panel. So let that dry a little as well. Okay. So how far have we got now? Is there a second door, you know, to sandwich it in between? I didn't think of that. Let's have a look. So we've got one more piece of clear there, so we'll put that to one side. Let's have a look for another. Here's another piece of door tray, surely. Is it that? No, that's like, that's massive. That's the front. Sides. No. Don't know then. It makes it, I don't know. It's a bit weird that you can see the inside of it. I wonder why you can see the inside. Am I seeing that right? That makes it look like, see, that definitely goes on the back. I did that. Yeah. And then this one says, I wasn't supposed to put it on the front, was I? Because that would look even worse. I don't know. Maybe you don't see the inside of it then, which is kind of weird then as to why they've got it like green and decorated on the inside if you don't see the inside. I don't know. Let's flip it over and put its handle on anyway while we're here. And the handle is A4, which I'd already knocked out. So here's its little handle. So let's stick the shop door handle on. Now that is a little loose. I might put a blob of glue in there, if possible. Blob glue. Just to see if it helps it stick in there. I think I've put too much glue in, Josie. Yeah, might have to clean that up. Let's put Needle back in. Okay. Get my tweezers and cleaned up some of that glue a little because I went a little bit over the top. That's a bit better. Yeah, less is more, Trace. Less is more with glue. Okay. So there's its little handle as well. So that's drying and the glass is on the inside. So, oh, we've got D27, so we need that as well, funnily enough. It's a little light that hangs down. Let's get D27. Oh. There it is, that long light. Let's push that out. That one, that's what we want, that one. Right, take off those little pimples. Okay. And that goes in the overhang of this. So the light goes in first. So that's the side panel. The side panel goes in here in the first little notch, which is at an angle. Oh, it's another tight one. That one does not want to go in. Yeah, there you go. You have to be a little bit more forceful than you think. But not over bending, you know, where you're going to snap it. It's dirtied my windows. Oh, well, my windows are dirty anyway. Okay, so that's in the first piece. There's a large gap. And then we've got the lamp that hangs in this piece here. There's the lamp. And then these are two pictures. See, this is not making sense, is it, with the sticky back plastic? Oh, there it is. See, it's sticky. It doesn't make sense as to why this is a sticker at all. Why would you make it a sticker? I don't know. Unless something is supposed to stick on the back of it, which I don't believe it is. I mean, the picture's fine, but the back's sticky. But I've now torn that a little bit, so I need to put another bit of glue now. What goes behind these pictures? Not unless it sticks to the wall. So we will leave the sticky showing for now, but that back of that picture is sticky. Wait, get off. Which means we've got to do it to that one as well. Oh, put the rubbish over there. So we need to do that one as well. Peel the sticker off. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. So that's sticky as well. Right. Let's put the needle back in. We don't want our glue going yucky. So we're going to hang these pictures in. So it's the wide picture first, in the first hole, in the middle here. And then the little picture in the last hole. Right. So they're not touching anything at the moment, so they should be right at the moment. So there's that. So far, so good. So there's that. So we've got our violin shelf that needs to attach to the back of this corner piece of the door here. We've got our little violin shelf that needs to go in. So there's that. Because this is in the window. I have to get a little paintbrush to get the dirt off of the windows. So there's what's inside the window there. So that's what we've got so far. As you can see, that we've built that. So other than this door, which goes in the little hole there, that's loose, like so. That's our door. Okay. Right. We're done. Other than I don't understand the back of it. But we will see what happens. Let's turn it over and find out. So that was step 21 on page 7. Right, step 22. Right, step 22. So that's the bookcase there. So we've got to get out D18, which is our like fancy mat flooring. Our wooden floor. There's our wooden floor. Right, what way round is the wooden floor? Because it's really important to get it the right way round. There's a big slot there, and I'm assuming that's that slot. That's a hole, so that'll be where the door goes. It is that way round. So we've got our big cabinet that we built, our bureau, and it looks, that slot goes in there. So let's get our cabinet on first. So we've got a big slot there, and then there's a little slot here as well. God, it's got very dark. I should put some more lights on. Oh God, can't get it in. Mind you, I am cack-handed, so it don't want to go in the little slot that's beside this one here. It doesn't want to go in that one. Come on. Ah! Maybe put that one in first. It don't want to go in that one for some reason. I wonder why. Have you got extra pimples? Probably. Let's try again. Oh, I'm getting it the right way around, aren't I? Yeah, it's that slot there. Okay, I think it adds some extra wood. I think she says, but it's still not wanting to go in. Gosh, that's tight. Okay, there's them two. And now I've got to get that one in here. Oh, that one went in easy. It was just that one was being a bugger. Right, so we can turn it up the right way now. And give it a little squeeze. Right, I think we're in. So there's our little bookcase sat into the floor in there. Woo! Okay, so we've got our book stand that we stuck our books on. And it looks like there's two little slots in the middle of the room for them to sit into. I found one slot. Are you going in? No. Woo. These floor slots are a little tricky. Okay, I got that one in. That's done. Oh, it was a bit wobbly. Did you see that? There's a lot to be said for gluing. So there's that. Okay, so we've got our book stand. That's very close. The clock. So we've got the clock in this back corner. That's one notch. And there's the other notch. Oh, that went in easy. So there's the clock. Stood in that corner. I don't think that's in enough. There you go. It's in now. So that's what we've got so far. There. Woo! Right. And now we've got the shop window and the door that goes here. This looks like it might be the fiddlist. Oh, our camera's plopped out. Just plop the camera back in. Get in, camera. Okay, so this must go in that slot there. I'm assuming it goes in that piece. Yeah, like that. This is weird, isn't it? Because you haven't got any. We've got this door. There's a hole in the floor and a hole in the top. So that's for the door. There. Okay. So far, so good. So that's. Oh. That's there. So now we need step 26. So we want the side walls. Is it this one or this one? So I've got E. That looks like the picture. I don't think it is. Let's have a look here. Oh, it's this one. It's this side here. Silly. Where's that side? And we want to put the frame, I think, around her, which is C9. So let's dig out the C. I don't see C. Oh, it's C19, Tracy. Yes. Duh. Let's push out this picture. And C9 is indented inside that picture. Tweezers needed. So let's push out this whole frame first. Put that to one side because we're going to need that frame. And now we want that picture frame which is the oval. There it is. So I'm assuming that's rubbish. All right, so we want this picture frame on here. I might take off the pimples a little bit. Okay, which way up is it, or does it not matter? Probably doesn't matter. Well, let's get this glued on so it can dry. Oh, not too much, Trace. Gentle with the glue. Gentle with the glue. She says, piling it on. Right, so we just want to plonk this on here. Give it a little push down. And clean off some of my excess glue now. Because I went a bit nuts. It'll dry clear anyway. Should be using my posh tweezers. Should be using my squeezers. That's a little bit too much. Let's get some of that glue off. Okay, that's fine. Right, so that's that frame glued on. I think that's the only glue in, so we will put the needle in again. Okay, so this is A2 ready. We want D26 and D24. So let's get the D sheet. There we go. So we've got D26 and D24 here. Let's push these out. Green flowery pieces. So, okay. So we got to put it in blank side up. So that goes in there. It's just the cat. Dog's barking at the cat at the window. Goodness me. Daisy. I assume it goes like, does it go like that or does it go underneath? I think it's like that. Let's put it in. I'm going to have to stop letting the cat in because the dog won't shut up otherwise. Okay, it's like that. I think. So far it's like that. Oh gosh, there's a little D19 there. Oh, didn't get that. Let's get that out. There it is. Oh, there it comes. This one, where does this one go? Oh, it should have been in there to hold this piece in. And yeah, okay, let's take that one out again. I think it's got to go in there. Okay, put that one in first. Like so. I'm thinking it's like that. Right, now put this one in. I've got to go let the cat in now. There's that one. There's that one. There and there. Right, let me let the dog out and the cat in and I'll be back. Okay, let the dog out for a piddle, let the cat in. I think they're all sorted. Woo, I'm cold now. Right, where was we? So we've put this corner piece in here. I think we've got it right. Yeah, let's hope, eh? It seems to be. And we've got the frame on. So we've got, this is the side here. So we've got those 2 notches to go in here. And there's a notch up here that goes in there. And I think that's it. I was just wondering what these notches were for, but don't know. Okay, so it might be easier to leave that on its side and tip this sideways. What do you think? I wonder how many pieces are going to come apart. I don't know how many pieces are going to fall off. I don't know. Let's lift it up. Let's offer it up and see what's what. Okay, well that lined up okay. Right, so we've got a notch here to find, that's all. Where's that notch? Not quite lining up. Can't quite see, it's dark in here today. It's very dark. I think that's it. I think that's lined up. That's it. Let's just give it a final little push. Yeah? Okay, so we're lined up. Let's tip her up the right way. I'm still concerned about the back of the door. Still doesn't seem right to me, the back of the door, because you open it and you can see the glue on the inside. So, it doesn't seem right. You'd have thought there'd have been a frame or something to go and cover that, but we will see. But that's as far as we've got so far. Okay. Right, that is step 23 done. Can't be many more steps left. Right, so step 24. How many steps have we got to go? Oh, we're very close. Look at that. So we're on step 24 now. So that looks like our shelf here. And it has to go onto the other side panel by the looks of it. Where's the other? Is that it? Is it? Oh, that's it. Oh, that's why it didn't have a back, because it's already on the wall. So that must be A1. And then this has got little notches that fit into the wall. That makes a bit more sense now to the unit, because I was thinking it's a bit weird. There we go. That finishes that unit off. So I'm assuming we're not going to see that side. See, well, that's why the dark is all on this side, so that you see it. We've got a little hanging plant to dig out first though, and that is on B13 and B14. Oh, and there's a tiny piece which is there. Gosh, is that another piece that's got to be glued? Let's find out. On B, there's the plant. So there's only that and the inkwell left in here. Because we got that second inkwell, we've got that second upright book standy thing. You know, I don't think we're going to be using them. I think they were spares. In case you broke one, maybe they're like fragile bits. Who knows? Right, so we've got, and we need one of these out. I'm assuming it's only one. Where does this go? In the wall, Trace. Yeah. What way up? Etc. Side on, like so. And then the plant just hangs on it. Does it? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Okay. Neat. The plant just hangs on it. And then we put it in place. So again, we're hoping that these line up, because that looks a little close, doesn't it? To that. But we'll see. Ah! Nearly knocked them all on the floor then. Let's put them up there. Right, yeah, this looks close. Turn it around. And this goes in next to the clock. That's that one. And you're tight. So there's a shelf notch to go in as well. Let's put it on its side. Although I'm probably going to lose my plant by doing that. There's that one's in. Is that it? Yeah, I've lost my plant. Where's my plant gone? It fell off the hook. Oh, that's it. So all it is 2 notches there and 1 notch from the front here. Oh, I've got to find the plant. Where you gone? Plant! Oh, I see you. Come on, come here. Come on. Well, I'm going to have to go for a tip and hope it don't all fall apart on me. There it is. Oh, the camera. I thought it'd be the plant. Oh my goodness, it's stuck on the floor. It's wedged in there. I got it. Goodness me. Come on, I don't want it to all fall out on me. Right. Okay. You'd have thought that would have had a notch, but it doesn't. But I assume just the front is going to hold it in place. Well, we need to glue you in, camera, because you've fallen out a few times now. So we're going to glue the little camera notch in so that it behaves itself. Splat, 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 splat. Okay. Then hopefully it will stay put if I can get it in. It's there somewhere. Oh gosh, it's so dark. Nowhere near the hole. Gotcha. Oh gosh, pain that was. And I might do the same with the little plant and put some glue on the back so that once it goes in place it'll stay there. Right, let's hook it up and then let it glue in place. Splat. There. So we won't be chasing the plant around again. Right, next. Woo! So that was the cabinet and the hanging plant. We've got that into the side. So we are there. That is step 24 done. So step 25 is all about the battery. Let's move that to one side. And D1. What's D1? Oh, the lid. Gotcha. Dude, I went to sleep then. This is D1. Okay. I was thinking it wanted the floor. So we've got, look, a D. Don't take it out, Chase. I was just about to pop it out again then, and I knew I shouldn't. Right, so flip it over. Let's line it up the same way it's got it. So it's got it like that. Right, and we've got let's unravel these wires a little bit. So lamp on the right and the board on the left. So it wants to go here. Okay. This is not making much sense at the moment. Let's get out the D28 and D25. And hopefully that helps us make sense of it. Oh gosh, there's like 4 D25s. Maybe they're delicate and they break. Let's see. So there's that one. So that's D25 that goes there. And there's a D25 that goes there, holding that wire in place. And we want D28, which is one of these. And there's D28 that will hold the little circuit board in place, I assume. Oh, you stop, turn that off. And it looks like the silver plate goes downwards and the circuit board upper. So it looks like it goes here and you go in between those lights. Interesting. Oof. This is not for nails. Ugh. Oh, I had it then. I thought I had it then. Oh. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You two come off a minute. I need to pick it up. Okay, like so. And then squeeze. And that is enough to hold it in place, is it? Oh, okay. Apparently. It's a bit loose, isn't it? A bit wobbly. And we've got the wires under here. So let's trap the wires under this piece with D25. And see if I can actually get it in. Oh, that's tight. She's tight. Let's pick it up. Okay, she's in. That's just to stop it from going anywhere, is it? Okay. You'd have thought you'd have had to hold that in place a little bit better, but that's all it says. And we've got the lamp's got to go all the way around there. lamp head facing up. What? What do you mean? Don't really know what it meant by that. Because I assume you just trap it under there. Fiddly bit. Oh, tight. Gosh, that one don't want to squeeze in place. Hurts your fingers, this one. Eee. What can I use to shove it a little bit? Because that's not quite in enough, I don't think. No. Want something to just... Let's try this. There we go. Just needed something that would take the oomph. Okay, so that holds in there. But it doesn't tell you how to keep these wires in place. Don't tell me I had to go underneath that, because that's too late now. No, I don't know. Oh, let's turn it off. Yeah, that's a palaver. Okay. So surely that should have all come down. I'm thinking that should have all gone through there and been held in place. Dang it. Yeah, well, it's not happening. I think it'll be fine. It should have gone through that one, shouldn't it? I wonder if I can get that one out. And then pop it back in with both of the wires in. Let's try. Because obviously, oh. Yes. Okay, let's go for it. I think it'd just make it a little bit easier if it's holding all the wires. Right, let's get the end of my little pokey tool for a little push down. I think that's it. Something like that. I don't know. Depends where we're supposed to stash all these wires, doesn't it? Right. It's a sticker, is there? Oh, okay. As shown in the picture, first use several stickers to stick the light cable together. Oh. This will make it easier for you to adjust the light cable. Oh. Well, it didn't say that, did it? Oh my God. Yeah, you didn't say that. You said that at the beginning. So if I go down there, that's going to get it's awfully close to this notch. I don't know. So I don't know what sets it off and what doesn't set it off. So I should tape them together at least. Apparently they're stickers. Is this them? Yeah, I'm assuming this is a trace. Come on, stickers, give me one. Wow. These are not easy to get off. Oh, there you go. She says, getting one. So this is tape the wires together. Yeah, but not sure how you want me to tape the wires together, really. Tape the wires together or tape it to the wood? I'm not sure. We'll tape it to the wood. I'm not sure about this corner here as to whether that is going to get in the way of this notch, because look at that. It's so close. I'm thinking that that isn't going to allow the edge to close. But that's the way it's told you to put it. But I think that's overlapping that edge too much. Yeah, that isn't going to work, I don't think. I think that's got to come over more, because that wire's in the way of pulling it over. Let's take that wire out of the way, because it won't go over anymore. We'll have to trust in the process, but that looks to me like it's overhanging just a tiny smidge. We shall see what happens there. What wires are in the way? All of them, really, Tracy. These have got to come down a little bit. Is it them two? Let's pull it through the tape a little bit. This is where I break it now. Ooh, there we go. And what you've done now, you've made it not sticky now, haven't you? Oh, I just have to put another bit of sticky in. At least it's away from that corner. I'm assuming you don't see the top of this anyway. We'll put another sticky on. Let's go for another sticky. Just to hold it in place. Should I put one on that one as well? Maybe. Let's go for that as well, just to hold them in place. All right. I don't know where all the spares go. Okay. So we've got D25. What is D25? It's another one of those little hooks that I had. Let's get one of those out, which is one of these. Okay, and that holds the cables in the back. So let's turn it around, and we're looking at the right hand side here. There's two little notches on the wall there. So if we tip it sideways, hopefully nothing falls over again. And we've got two little notches in there for this. That's going to be really awkward to get that, I think, because it's, oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, and I think that's for holding the wires. So the battery goes, let me stand it back up right again, because I'm not liking that. The battery and all the wires are in here. So that sits, it lays down in here, somehow. Like that. So that could sit quite happily loose, but this is a lot of cable that I don't really want to see. because this will be going up here, I assume. So these wires are supposed to run down this gap, down the right hand side. So I'm thinking, use some of the stickers, tape some of these wires together to just try and keep them out of the way as much as possible. Not easy, this bit. Let's tape, say, there. And then just tape them together in a line, because that will run down there, because it's more important that the top stays neat, because once it comes down here it can be messy, can't it? So we'll get another sticker here, for instance, further down here, and tape that. Is this making sense? I don't know if I'm doing this right. I've never done these before, so I have no idea. I'm just playing it by ear of what makes sense to me. But we will see. But I'll tape that together as well, because that might make it easier for me to make the wires disappear a little bit. See, it's single line, it's quite nice. Should I put another one? You'd have thought they'd have made them the same length or something. I don't know. I'm thinking one more and then it can go loose. Crunching is Daisy in the background. She's munching some biscuits. She's got hungry. Ah, wait. Let go. I didn't want to let go. Okay, in you go, in there. That. Okay, that should help a little bit. Right, okay. I've got bobo chance getting that in, so I'm not going to bother, quite frankly, because I know I won't be able to do that. But if you can, that's where it tells you to put it. So yeah, but it's not going to happen for me. I know it's not. Let's move on. So I think we're on the last page. I'm going to keep that to one side. I've got a picture frame here. Did I forget to put a picture frame up? Look. I might have. Yeah, I did. On that wall. Ah, I've just seen it. I forgot to put a picture frame up. Look, there's 2 picture frames. Can you see them inside? No, you can't. Look, see inside there on that wall. I forgot to put the 2 picture frames, so I'm going to put them on the wall now. It's kind of hard to show, but this is one of them. And we'll go back and find the other one, wherever that is. Must have missed that on the, so busy trying to get the wall right that I've missed it. That's okay, that's done. That's one. Let's find the other picture frame. Should be easy to spot. No, we got a fleur-de-lis here. I was going to pop it out again then. Goodness. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, let's get that picture frame out. I found it. Okay, let's get this one on. At least I got them on before it was too late. That'd have been annoying if I'd have gone ahead and stuck it all down. Anyway. Oh. Right, let's get this piece out. And so we've got like a rounded edge there. That needs a frame, which is C20. So let's dig that out. C20, oh, there you are. There she is. Put that around the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. Okay. Let's put this frame on the Mona. There you go, Mona. You got your frame. Needling. Right, okay, D23. D23. Let's find D23. Oh, that's the fleur-de-lis bit that I was going to pop out. There it is. Well, that's got a big pimple. Let's get that pimple off. Okay, where does that go? And why? Interesting. It doesn't show this bit on there, does it? Why doesn't it show this bit on it? Fascinating. Can you see this bit? See, look, mine's got where it bends. Let's stand you back up so that I might be able to see it. So that must be, oh, that's so you can access the battery. Okay, it's the back of the store, and that's so that you can get in and access the battery pack. Gotcha. Right, okay, so what is the little fleur-de-lis thing for then? It also, let's get D21 out and let's see if we can suss this out together. I can't see D20. Oh, it's that tiny little bit of nothing. Okay. I've got you there. That looked like scrap wood. So that goes in the hole apparently. What hole? There is no hole. Does it mean the big hole? Surely not. Does it make sense to you? It's not making sense to me. There's no hole, so I don't understand. That sort of, I don't get it. Is this like to make a key? It sort of fits in that way, ish. But it's not coloured, so it don't make sense. I'm confused about that piece there, because there's no hole other than that round big hole. I mean, they don't even show that piece on there. I think we'll put it together and come back to this. Oh, look, there it is down here. Oh, it's like a latch. So you do just ram it in there. Okay. Let's get me little pusher again. Something like that. And it, I think, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think it was supposed to be I think I've got it the wrong way around. Oh, is it supposed to go that way? Oh, God knows. God knows, Trace. Is it that way round? Or isn't that the same way? I think I've done it the same. I don't know. That way? Oh. Oh, can't get it in now. Let's try it that way round. That way? Although it still doesn't make sense. Like that. It looks like that on the picture. That definitely looks like it on the picture. And then it seems to be, oh, maybe that's, but, oh, Trace, you muppet. What am I like? Lift it up. Put that through the hole. And then put it on. I think. I can't get it in now because you can't see what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. I think that's it. Good grief. I don't know if that's the right way round, but hey, I'm happy with that. That's oh, so it's just a little locking thing, maybe. Okay, well, it's on. It's on for now. It's on. But I think I've got it back to front because that should, oh, Trace. It's supposed to be on the outside. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to be able to get it off now, am I? Ah, I've chipped it now. I've got to paint it. Do the other side, Tracy, the bit that don't matter. There we go. It should have made... Oh, did make you turn it over, Trace. Oh, my God. What a muppet. Okay, so we've got that like that, and then we want the little short bit poking through the hole and the fleur-de-lis thing stuck on that. So we want it like that. Why did that take so much effort? I don't know. But there it is. Wow. But yeah, it makes like a little catch, a little lock. A useless little lock, but a lock nevertheless that does work. But now I've got to touch that with some green pen, which is fine. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is the back side. Anyway, we've jumped the gun now, so let's go back up the top. Let's put this on the back like it wants us to. Although we do have to trap the wires in. We didn't put the roof on. Did it tell us to put the roof on the last step? I don't think it did it? Yes, it did, Tracy. Let's put the roof on. Oh my God. Are you sure you want to be watching this? Let's put this together as best I can. Why aren't you going in? Why aren't you going in? All the others went in a piece of cake. Why aren't you doing it? You come down the side here. I know one of you is going to give me grief because those wires definitely overhung that corner. Oh, that's in. It's you, isn't it? Oh, it's in. Oh. I knew that you were going to give me grief. It is too close. It's sort of in, but it's sort of not, if you know what I mean. Because that circuit board is over just a little bit too much, but she's sort of in. Okay. Ugh. It's good that you touch the actual cabinet and it makes the light come on though, isn't it? Look. It works through the wood, which is cool. Okay. Anyway, so we've got the, the top on. Let's turn it round and put our wires down the back and kind of hide them a little bit. Let's tip it forward. Try not to break anything by tipping it forward. So we've got the wires here. And I know there is that little wire holder, but it's too awkward. So I'm going to tape it, I think, to the wall with one of those tapes and see if that's good enough to hold it. Because I'm never going to be able to get that little piece in. Give me a sticky bit, please. Okay. Let's tape that. Don't think we need to tape that in. I just need to tape it in down here somewhere. Oh. Let's get it in there. Okay. Just to hold the tape in place down there. Okay, so we've got ouch, stabbed myself. Goodness me. Let's put you in there. And you've got to lay flat. There we go. Something like that. Jesus. Jeez! What a palaver. Okay, I think we're sort of in, if you can see that. Right. Now, flip it back over and we are putting the back panel on. So that's the back of the cabinet there. There's just the actual edge pieces to clip. So let's do that. Do this one at the top and then this one at the bottom. And we've got the battery pack in our way a little bit, but we're in. We're in, guys, we're in. Oh, that one came out a little bit, but it's back in. Right, we're in, guys, look. Let's turn the light off. Okay, so far, so good. There's that. What are you thinking so far? Definitely need a paintbrush to get rid of the dust on my windows, look. There's a couple of areas that I didn't understand. I don't understand why that is sticky on the back of those pictures. I don't understand why there's nothing on the back of this door. so that you can't see that horrible glue line around there. Let's get... Okay. Leave it alone, Chase, before you end up breaking it. Right. Next. Next, we're nearly there. Okay, so we've done step 26. We're on 28, so we want the shop front. So here we go, shop front. It's got to be this one, C1. C1. All right, let's push open the door. Oh. Okay, shop front, and that is all now empty. So let's take out this section. There we go. And that is just trash. We've already nicked everything we want from that. So we've got our bit of plastic to go in this big section here. For the window. Yeah, that's cute. Right, so let's flip it over and glue up our window frame. I'm hoping it doesn't interfere with that hinge, so let's make sure we keep the plastic away from that hingy section, the tab, sorry. We want to keep it away from the tab. Is that about it? Or does it come lower? I think it actually covers the grill as well, so let's come down here. And do that too. Right. Let's cover this, and we don't want to cover those hinges, the tabs. Hinges. Okay. There's that. Oh, we've made a mess. How did we make such a mess of the windows? We must have skidded it down. Oh no! See, I've skidded it on the... Where's the paintbrush? Might be able to get it off with the paintbrush. Let's put that in the glue. Yeah, I've made a mess of my window. Front window as well. Skidded. Okay, yeah, that is a bit yucky, but I should be able to clean that up later. Right, so we've got our window in. We've got this P3 section here, and that goes behind Bookstore like that. So let's just snip this out. It's just to give the letters a bit of colour, I think. So we'll give this a quick snippage. Doesn't have to be neat, you won't see it. There we go. So let's glue this in place. And we just want to go around the letters. And we'll put a couple of dots here and there, just to stop it from being baggy. That should do it. Let's do that. And stick the green on. Okay, there's that. That's the letters done. Right. Let's flip it over and have a look. Yep, so they got like pale green letters. And I got a skiddy window. I'll get a wet cloth later and give that a little wipe on the inside there. Okay, we just gotta push the front on now. So what? It's just the 4 catches around the edge by the looks of it. I might tip it on its back. There we go. There we go. Okay, there she is. There she is. Are we done? So there's our owl bookstore. And to turn it on, you hit that top button and it makes the inside. Look, how cute is that? What do you think? What do you think of it? So you can see all the insides. How cute. And then you just touch the top and it turns the light off. That's well cute. That's a great little kit. Little bit, tiny bit fiddly in places. I don't like the fact that that's not green, so I will get a pen and colour that green. I've got a black pen here that I'll do for now. But see how it's not green? It's bugging me that it's not the right colour. It's very dark. I'm very sorry if it's kind of dark and too dark for you to see. But for some reason, I'm struggling myself here. It's really dark and dingy today. But that really needed to be green, I think. Same as like some of the edges here. See the edges here? I might get a green pen out and colour those edges and these tabs here, just so that they don't stand out so much. I might make them green as well, that I'm now colouring black. But I will come back and put a green pen on them. But it looks so much better when it's not standing out like that. Right, there we go. What do you think? How long did that take us? How long was this video? I don't know. But there's our little first book nook. I don't know what that little bit's for. I've just found another bit. But there's quite a few nice connections. But I'm loving it. I love when you turn it on and you get to have a look inside. I'll pull the camera down and we'll sort of zoom in a little and I'll get a good picture for you. Yeah, okay. I'll do that now and I'll see you back up top. Okay, so we're going to try and get some close-ups. Let me put the light on. Look. Look at my skiddy on the glass. I have to get that cleaned off. But there's the little bookshop. There's our little plant hanging. And the door does open, but of course I don't like the fact that you can see the glue all round the inside of the door frame. That should have had like another little frame to cover that, I think. What do you think? But it's kind of cute in there. Yay, our first Nook. Okay, let's go out. I loved building that. Obviously you saw, I've never done one of those before. I didn't look at it. I didn't pre-prepare or anything. You saw it and learned it as like along with me. I'm a complete newbie at it. So I don't think you need to be that crafty to do one of these. It's almost like a 3D jigsaw puzzle, really. I liked it, and I am definitely going to be ordering another one. Now, in the haul that I was talking about at the beginning, where I got the Bookstore from, link down below, I had also ordered the post office, which I didn't particularly like, because on the shelf, I wanted the Bookstore to be of similar sizes in all of the little book nook kits that I buy, because I plan on getting maybe 3, you know, one each end and then one in the middle of my row of books. And the post office was too tiny. It would have sat halfway down. So when you're ordering them, make sure you look at the built height and maybe get them of similar heights, which is what I plan on doing. Anyway, enough chin wagging. I think we've done enough chin wagging for a few hours. If you manage to get through this, I'd love to see your builds, to see how you got on. So, as per normal, let's have a chin wag in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next one, take care and look after yourself, and I'll see you later. Bye.